Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to another episode of our NBA videos here on the Aussies on the Ball channel. Today we're starting a new series. We're going to be going through and rebuilding the teams that are eliminated from playoff contention. We're going to go all the way through to the offseason when the finals are decided and we get a winner. We're just going to rebuild every single team. Now, I did one of these on the previous channel where I did my NBA stuff that I'm now doing other gaming stuff on, but this is going to be a little bit different. Now, this is all post-deadline stuff, and this is towards the end of the season. So what we're going to do is the video is mostly going to start in the off-season, but I'll do a quick recap of the list, and then we'll go to the end of the season. And for a lot of these teams, they're not in the playoffs, so we don't have to focus on any playoffs in this first 0.5 of a year, but we need to focus on the off-season and start fresh. So the team we're looking at today is the Washington Wizards. Now, the Washington Wizards made a few trades at the deadline. They brought in a lot of experienced guys. They traded away Kyle Kuzma, and I thought they actually did a pretty good job. They've been a little bit more competitive lately. I know some teams are resting and, aren't as serious right now, but they're well and truly in contention for the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Now, I'm looking at this on the 29th of March in Australia, so the 28th in America, and the Wizards are tied with the Jazz for the worst record in the league. So I'm going to start with the Wizards, we'll do the Jazz, we'll do the Hornets, and then we'll go all the way up to all the teams that have been eliminated from playoff contention. We'll do one of these a week going alongside our fantasy rebuild stuff, and then also our podcast that we're doing. And then once we hit the off season, we might do 2 a week plus the other stuff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Now, that's a long-winded intro. Let's kind of go over this team. So Jordan Poole has had a pretty up and down year this year. I've been impressed with what I've seen. He has played 45 games, which is nice. He's got 2 more years after this year on his contract. So that's a big contract that we need to kind of think about. Do we want to keep him around? Do we want to trade him? Normally I opt to keep him. So maybe we look to trade him if we can to maybe a contending team that needs a point guard this year. But yeah, definitely the lead scorer. He's been playing pretty well. That 37% from 3 has been nice. And he's had a really decent season, I'm going to say. He's had a few good moments. They brought in Marcus Smart, which is a great veteran point guard. They also have Malcolm Brogdon, which is really interesting. They brought in AJ Johnson. Now, he has had some serious highlights on this Wizards team since joining the Wizards, and it's been really cool to see. He's had some dunks. He's had some cool plays. So this point guard rotation we're going to have to figure out, because obviously we have Bilal Coulibaly who's injured, but we don't play with injuries on, so start of next year he should be nice. So I don't know if we play him at the small forward or we play him at the shooting guard. I don't know where his position really lies. I'd like to get Bob Carrington some more minutes. Colby Jones, I'm unsure if we're really going to give him much runtime. We also have Chris Middleton they brought in, who I don't know if we keep him this offseason or we let him go to a contending team. We have Corey Kispert, who we paid a massive contract to, but years-wise, but I think it's quite good value. Saddiq Bey is still coming off that ACL injury, so who knows if he's going to be on this team next year. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Keyshawn George is here, Justin Champagnie, and Anthony Gill. Keyshawn George normally gets released by the Wizards in these rebuilds, so we're going to try and keep him today and build around him. And obviously, the star piece, Alex has been given the reins ever since Valanciunas got traded. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he develops in this video. Him and Bilal are the 2 guys I really want to build around, and hopefully we can keep. And obviously Rashawn Holmes is here too, so a bit of a contract we can look to maybe get rid of. So as of right now, we're 16 and 57. I'm going to see you guys in the off season, and then we can make some moves and hopefully get Cooper Flag in the draft. Putting this, you might even see it a couple days later. Taylor Jenkins just got fired. I'm just reading this right now. That's nuts. Okay, so Chris Paul calls it time. We'll let him play 1 more year. We may as well. Oh no, apparently he had a farewell tour. Didn't even see that. But everyone else here, we will let go. I guess that's completely fine. Moving down to draft lottery. Now this is really important for us. Hopefully we take this. Okay, we have the number 1 odds to stay at number 1, which means I'm going to draft Cooper Flag for sure. He'll be moved to the power forward. Then we'll have Bilal at the small forward. I think that's kind of where I'm envisioning this team. So hopefully we can stay there. Hopefully we can not fall down or anything, but we do own our pick. It's lottery protected, and we fall to number 3. Okay, I don't think the Wizards or the Raptors need I don't think they need Cooper Flag, so maybe we can make a trade with them. But the Hornets get number 2 and we get number 3. All right, so star signing. Let's keep Brian Keefe around. I think he's going to be good to build us out of take this out of this rebuild. So let's just see if we can get a trade done with the first overall pick. So we'll go to the Raptors and see if they're going to be willing to move it. I think we're going to have to give up a couple of assets. No offers were found. Okay. Let's just propose a trade. We have some contracts and things that we can potentially get rid of. So I'd love to get number 1 back. They have a salary cap situation of their own though. So this is going to be interesting to see if we can actually do this. So now Chris Middleton, he's expired. So, and he's going to regress a lot. I'm not sure if we're going to bring him back. So I was thinking about potentially attaching maybe Corey Kispert and number 3 in this deal. But they can't even do that trade. They cannot do that trade at all. Could they do like Justin Champagnie? They can't even do Justin Champagnie. Do they have any contracts they'd want to get rid of? Now that's the question. And they actually don't. I don't think they want to move away from any of those guys. Yeah, this is going to be probably very difficult. Okay, so if we offer up, let's offer up these 2 seconds as well. And let's also throw in like a future 2029, maybe swap best with the Celtics. I don't know if this gets it done, but we'll just see. They're not even gonna counter. Okay, so I think we might have to throw in pick 19 as well, and maybe we can trade back into the draft. Let's see if they'll accept that. They're not willing to. I will offer up 17 as well, and then we have a bunch of seconds next year, so I'm fine to offer a bunch of seconds. They're not gonna do that. 1 more second. They're not gonna do that. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Maybe we can look to see what we can trade for Cooper Flag. They're definitely going to take Cooper Flag. Unless they take Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey, which maybe they could do. So let's go 3. Let's go 19. And let's just do this first next year. They're not going to say yes. Then I'll throw 17. And then I'll throw another second. And okay, they agree. There we go. Okay. So now we don't have a first next year, which we need to... It might be lottery protected. I'll double check. But now we can take Cooper Flag, which I think is definitely worth it. Cooper Flag is coming to Washington. So now, I think we have capabilities to potentially get another pick. So let's see if we can maybe find someone. I don't think the Bulls would do it. They'd want to draft. Is there anyone? The Hawks have pick 23 and pick 12. I'm thinking maybe someone around pick 16 would be nice. Pick 15 could be good. We could maybe send, I don't know if we have, actually, we have Corey Kispert, who could be value to, okay, they can't actually take that on. Okay. Disregard. Okay. Does anyone have 17? No. 22? No. The Spurs could be good next year. I don't know if they have cap space or not. Would they be interested in... I think I'd want to keep Marcus Smart for 1 year. Would they be interested in Julian Champagnie or Justin Champagnie? They're very interested in Justin Champagnie, who had a good year for us, but I don't think he's going to get much playing time next year. Could we potentially get an asset next year? Could we potentially get a Hawks pick? I don't think we're going to get 2 first-round picks for Champagnie. Who am I kidding? Okay, I'm willing to do this trade. So Justin Champagnie for early pick, and they agree. Okay, so now we can skip to the draft. We have pick 16 here. Noah Essengay is here. Kadeem Malak is here. Asa Newell is here. Asa or Noah would be really cool. Ben Sharif is actually quite interesting. Do I want Asa Newell or do we want to go... I think we go Ben Sharif here. I think that's a nice pickup for us. And then let's see if there's a young point guard or shooting guard. Cam Jones is perfect. There we go. That's the guy we were looking for. Okay. That's a really fun draft for us. We gave up assets for next year, but our pick is lottery protected. So we got Cooper Flag, Ben Sharif, and Cam Jones all in this draft. I'm very happy with that. So Middleton does opt into his player option. I thought he just expired, but we're definitely going to make sure he's signed. We're going to sign Bilal as well. And Anthony Gill, I'm actually just going to let go to free up a little bit of cap space. So now I am going to move Cooper Flag. I think he will go down. It goes down 2, but I think he's good at the power forward spot. And Bilal will move to the small forward. So it'll be Jordan Poole, and it will be Bob Carrington, who hopefully is going to progress next year. That's going to be a very interesting team. And all these guys we're going to just let walk. Apart from Tristan Vucevic, we may as well see if we can bring him back for nothing. Okay, so do we want to shed some cap? So it's going to be Poole and Smart. It's going to be Carrington and Sheriff. I like that young duo off the bench. Koulibaly is going to start. Chris Middleton can come off the bench. I think Corey Kispert might be expendable here, unless we can play him at a shooting guard, which might not be the worst idea. He is 6'6", so he goes down 2 overalls, which in all honesty is fine for a year. So let's see if we can move on from someone like Sadiq Bey. If we can get maybe a backup center or just anything for Sadiq Bey, I think would be nice. Jalen Smith fits that backup center role nicely. It's a bit more money than I kind of want to spend on a backup center, though. The Hornets would give 2 picks. I don't think that's super realistic. Dalton Connectors here. Jet Howard, Max Christie, Dario Saric. Okay, there's a lot of offers here, actually, that I don't actually dislike. Detroit will give us some picks and stuff. Quinton Post is interesting. I'm just going to do this Jalen Smith trade. I like that straight up for us. So now we kind of have Rashawn Holmes here, who no one's really going to take on that contract, so may as well let it expire. Cooper Flag's going to play in front of Keyshawn George, and I think this rotation is quite good. I think I like this rotation. We'll let Malcolm Brogdon go. We'll let everyone else that we don't have at the moment go. And is there anyone with... Bryce Sensabaugh is here. Bryce Sensabaugh would be fun to sign when not Corey Kispert, when Chris Middleton is gone. So that's going to be interesting. We'll announce the rights on all those guys. Bryce Sensabaugh, I'm going to bring in if it would let me. If it's going to let me. Okay, we signed him. That's really cool for us. That's a great little pickup. And then I think we just bring in maybe Kenrich Williams on a minimum if he wants to come and play. He does. Okay, cool. So player progression is going to be important. Hopefully we see some green for the guys that played last year. Tristan Vucevic is back. And so Chris Middleton regresses, which I knew he was going to. Marcus Smart regresses. And these two just regress because of where they're playing. That's completely fine. But Alexar and Koulibaly are up, which is great to see. Can we figure out any contract extensions right now with anyone? Chris Middleton will resign. And Marcus Smart will resign, but I don't think we're going to need them up the next year, so that's fine. Koulibaly, he's not too happy, so hopefully he is happy in his small forward rotation. I don't know if we stop at the deadline. I might see if there's anything worthwhile at the deadline, but I'll see you guys. Oh, we've got 3 spots to cut. Okay, who is that going to be? I'm going to keep Cam Jones around. So I think Colby Jones, unfortunately, is one of those players. Rashawn Holmes, I'm just going to release. That's fine. It's a big contract that we have there, but I'd rather keep Vucevic in the backup role. And I think it's going to unfortunately be Kenrich Williams. So yeah, okay, we'll move on from everyone else, and I'll see you guys either at the deadline or at the end of next year. I don't mind being bad. Interesting thing to note is we do own our pick this year. I don't know if that was the one I did trade in this upcoming season, but our own pick, we do own. So that's something to keep note. So SGA wins MVP. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year. Big numbers from that guy. Josh Giddey, 6th Player of the Year over in Milwaukee. Walker Kessler, Defensive Player of the Year. Reese Shed, Most Improved. Clutch Player, Devin Booker. And Kenny Atkinson is your Coach of the Year. So we went very good, and that's completely fine. I'm hoping to be a little bit more competitive, a little bit better over the next few years. So well, next year, hopefully we bounce back. So it's going to be our long off season. Let me just show you guys. We actually finished dead last, 24 and 58. So that is actually not the worst. Okay, so Portland and Utah bottomed out a little bit more, so I'll show you the the stats for our players as well. I actually remembered this time to show you guys. So yeah, there you go. There's some of the numbers. So Bilal Coulibaly is tilted, and I don't know why. I don't know why. With his treatment lately, I don't know what he's playing. He's starting. He's yeah, I don't know. Maybe the guy just needs to be traded this offseason, which is going to be interesting. If we can get an AJ DeBansa, that'd be rather cool. Because I think he's taller than Cooper Flag, so we can move Cooper Flag back to the small forward spot. But yeah, Jordan Poole led the way. Alex Sarr was pretty good. Chris Middleton was okay. Coming off the bench in the 6-man role. So let's see who wins everything this year. And it's going to be Kyrie coming up against Evan Mobley and the Mavs sweep and Anthony Davis Finals MVP. There you go, Mavs fans. That makes me a little happier, I guess. A few notable retirees. We're going to make Paul George actually play out his contract. Don't know if Drew Holiday would retire this early on, well, not this early, but at this age. But hey, that's fine. So draft lottery. Let's see if we actually own this pick. It is protected, so if it's going to the Knicks, we get it back. Bulls via Portland, that's a good pick. The Suns have pick number 5. The Thunder via Utah, number 1. So they're probably going to get the first round pick. So yeah, we need to get that pick back, which we will. And I don't think we own any other picks, which is fine. So I'm going to quickly, can we do that right now? Yeah, I'm going to fix that and we'll work on something else. Okay, so I'm going to keep Brian Keith as our coach for another year as we enter this rebuild. Now, the question is, can we get off this Jordan Poole contract? Now, I'm very interested to see if we can trade this pick number 1 and Jordan Poole for someone. I'm not sure who that's going to be. It could be someone really good. Okay, so Maxey and Quentin Grimes are offered right here, which would be insane for the 76ers to do something like that. Zubac and Kawhi, Jalen Johnson and Okongwu, Tyler Hero and Bam, LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges. Okay, interesting. Sabonis and Zach LaVine, Halliburton and Nembhard. Halliburton in Washington would be really interesting. Now, obviously, these aren't super realistic. They aren't crazy realistic at all. Just so you guys are aware. Okay. Devin Booker. And we get back pick 27. I'm actually interested in this trade. I'd never get Devin Booker on the team. To make things a little bit better, I'm actually going to offer up like a future first as well. I feel like pick 1, getting back pick 7 is a bit interesting. So let's just give up a bit more draft capital. Well, not this pick. We'll just give up a couple seconds and things. If they want to do this, that's fine. They're probably going to decline it now, but we made the trade. Bam. Okay. We brought Devin Booker to Washington. That is a nuts trade. They take Cameron Boozer 1. AJ DeBansa goes number 2. Darren Peterson goes number 3. Darius Sikoff Jr. 4. There's another trade. Okay. They're trading for Miles Bridges and Trey Mann, Jeremy Grant, and the number 5th overall pick. That's huge. And they take Caleb Wilson. Jaden Quintance goes next. So now we're free to take Elijah Arenas, who I love drafting in this draft. And then we can also take Florian Big Dog. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take Malachi Moreno. Actually sounds pretty good right here. So an interesting draft for us. We make a huge trade. And we bring in AJ DeBansa. We bring in Devin Booker, which is absolutely nuts. That's one of the biggest trades I think I've ever done on any sort of bit of video like this. I'm actually going to accept all these team options because there might be another trade that we can make. Qualifying offer, I guess we'll extend Tristan again. And we'll look here, and it's Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, free agents for us. So they're obviously going to regress. So do we want to upgrade AJ Johnson? We now have Devin Booker here. Bob Carrington is also here. He's displeased for some reason. And Corey Kispert is still there, who I think we could definitely move on from Corey Kispert right now. Bilal and Bryce Sensabaugh is a nice little small forward rotation. That's a good rotation right there. And yeah, I think we're actually pretty good, honestly. I'm not sure if there's any trades that I really want to make. Maybe Corey Kispert and AJ Johnson can get us like a good backup point guard. So let's see if we can do that. So I think maybe Kispert could just get us a nice point guard anyway. We can let AJ Johnson just keep developing. Let's just see what Corey Kispert will get us if we do that. So Isaiah Joe, Jock Landale, none of these really jump out at me right now. Patrick Williams, Neesmith, Ben Simmons, right? Yes, I would love to do that trade. Okay, so what if we? I mean, we guess we could move Ben Sheriff to the point guard position. I don't know if that would be like. What if we throw Cam Jones in here as well for like a little bit of interest? Isaiah Joe's still there. Karis LeVert, Buddy Hield, Boogie Fland is very interesting. That is a very interesting trade. He was a late round 1 pick in 2025, so that could be a nice little. He might progress quite a bit. I don't hate that trade at all, actually. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Do we have to take on Jordan Miller? We don't have to take on Jordan Miller. Okay, I'll do Corey Kispert and Cam Jones for Boogie Fland. Thanks, Corey Kispert, for everything you've done. We brought Elijah Arenas in, who is a good shooter. So now we make that point guard position a little bit stronger with Boogie Fland, who's going to progress a lot. So Booker and Fland, Carrington and Arenas, Koulibaly and Sensabaugh, and Keyshawn George, Cooper Flag, Alex R, Jalen Smith. I'm happy with that. Are there any? Wow. We could bring in Mitchell Robinson right now. I'm gonna use some money to bring in. I'm gonna go 12 mil over 3 years, and we get Mitchell Robinson. That is huge. So I think we can just like, if we're gonna bring back Tristan Vucevic again, can we just maybe flip Jalen Smith, or do we just keep him for maybe a trade? I'm gonna see what we can get for Jalen Smith, but like Jock Landale, Buddy Hield, a couple picks here and there. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna hold on to Jalen Smith. I'm so happy with that. That's a huge offseason. We definitely went from being bottom of the barrel to hopefully contenders with Cooper Flag progressing. That was I've never traded a first round pick like that before, but yeah, look at the green on this team. I think we should be in contention next year. I think we should be a playoff team, and maybe the year after we can win it all. Wow. Devin Booker, welcome to Washington. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So Shea goes back-to-back with MVPs. Cameron Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. He's also 6th Player of the Year. D-Boy goes to Wemby. Donnie Freeman is Most Improved. Clutch Player Steph Curry. And Coach of the Year goes to Mark Daigneault, with John Murphy being your Executive of the Year. So do we get any Wizards on any of these teams? We get Cooper Flag here. We don't get Devin Booker. Okay. That's very interesting. So Cooper Flag makes it in his 2nd season, but we don't get Devin Booker. Very strange. Cooper Flag's also on all defensive team, and we don't have really any. We have Elijah Arenas here, 2nd in rookies. Okay, cool. So we end up as the 4th seed, which isn't too bad. I decided against trading Bilal Koulibaly. If he walks, it's going to be really annoying. But Devin Booker almost averaged 30 points and wasn't on an All-NBA team. That is nuts. That is nuts. Cooper Flag is a great 2nd option. Bilal Koulibaly actually was pretty good this year. Bryce Sensabaugh off the bench was awesome. That's some cool numbers. Alex R was good. Bob Carrington was good. I think we need some more rebounding. I think 6.5 from Alex R is a bit meh. Okay, so we draw Toronto in round 1, who we took the first pick off a couple years ago. They have Dylan Harper, so that kind of worked out for them. We tried to pick 3 for pick 1 and some other assets. So, yeah, definitely worked out for them. Let's see if we can win a playoff series for the first time in a long time. We lose game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. We lose game 4. Okay, so we don't want to go out right now. We've got a very strong team with Devin Booker, Bob Carrington, and the likes. So we get eliminated in 5. Okay. I said Bob Carrington, not Cooper Flag. Booker T. Wow, man, I just watched wrestling, and that's what I get. Yes, Devin Booker and Booker T. Yep, cool. Julius Randle and Evan Mobley are your finals MVPs, and the Timberwolves win. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. So Dallas last year, Timberwolves this year. Interesting stuff. So yeah, a lot of retirees here. We're just going to let them all retire. Middleton, a Wizards legend. calls it quits. Draymond Green on the Knicks retires. Okay, interesting. So draft lottery time. I don't think we're in a first round pick this year. I could be wrong, but I don't think we do. It's there at 24. Okay, not bad, not bad. Staff signing. So Brian Keefe obviously led us to where we are right now. But is there a chance that we could maybe get like a Ty Lue? That we could get a Michael Malone? We could get... There's not really... Maybe we just leave Brian Keefe for one more year. He's really got a competent team around him now. And this is really important. I'm hoping we can potentially... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm hoping we can sign Bilal back. If not, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But we have Bryce Sensabaugh there and some other guys. So let's take Keon Anthony here. I think that's going to be good. Carmelo Anthony's son. And they also have pick in the 30s. So let's take Marcus Johnson. And then we have a late second round pick. We have a lot of second round picks, don't we? No, this is the last one. Let's also take... let's take ourselves Chuck Samuels as well. So out of Arizona State. So some guys that we might have to cut if we don't have room on our team. Actually, if we go to rookie signing, can we two-way? We can't two-way them. Okay, that's annoying. So we signed both of those guys. Everyone's coming back. Everyone's coming back. And I'm hoping Bilal wants to sign. Otherwise, we've got a problem. So Bryce Sensabaugh and Bilal are both free agents. So we might have to choose between them. And Bilal Coulibaly is tilted. He's not interested in shining with the Wizards. Man. Really? Really? Is there a way to fix that? Like, is there a way to fix that? I don't understand why that always happens to me. Bilal just hates dealing with us. So we're going to hold all these guys. We might just renounce the rights on Jalen Smith. I don't think he... I mean, we could try and bring him back on a cheaper deal. And Bryce Sensabaugh is an 82 overall. So can we potentially bring back Sensabaugh to replace Bilal? That's going to be the question we need to have answered right now. So Bryce Sensabaugh wants around... Okay, we don't have enough money. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Let's see what we kind of have to do out. So AJ Johnson, I think we can just say thank you and no thank you. Let's see if we can maybe clear out some of that cap space. Is there anyone here? So the Clippers will give us a couple first round picks. Hey, I'll just take a 2030 first round pick. That's fine for AJ Johnson. We don't need the 2 first round picks. We can just take the 1. And is there anyone else that we can trade out here? So what am I doing, man? We don't have any small forwards on the rotation right now. Ben Seraph, is he going to be able to break this rotation? It was a high first round pick a couple years ago, and we haven't really played him much. So yeah, maybe Malachi Moreno is on the trade table, unfortunately. I don't know what we're going to get back for him. I might take like a second round pick or a couple first round picks. Yeah, let's just do this Brooklyn trade. Let's send Malachi Moreno out. We're just clearing some cap space because, yeah, we're a very expensive team because we brought in Devin Booker. Ben Seraph. It's going to be interesting. We might have to trade him in the offseason if Bob Carrington isn't going to turn into what we really wanted to, because Elijah Arenas had a good year. But yeah, we really need some small forwards. Maybe we can even play Ben Seraph next year. We can move Elijah to the small forward spot, and we could try and bring Bryce Sensabaugh back in. Okay, can we afford him now? Please tell me we can. I don't want to lose him for nothing. It's still only 8 mil. That is very annoying. Do we have to renounce the rights on Jalen Smith and Bilal? Is that what we have to do? Maybe just Jalen Smith. I'm going to try and keep Bilal. We're going to try and keep Bilal around. I get to match the offer. Okay, we get to keep Bilal Coulibaly. Okay, sweet. Okay, you're stuck with us now, boy. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you, 2K, for actually working for once. And can we sign Bryce Sensabaugh? We still can't. Okay, I'm happy to clear some more space for him. So who can we maybe... I'm thinking Ben Seraph has to be the guy that we trade here. Chicago Bulls will give us a first round pick in 2028, which is quite valuable, and a second. Yeah, let's bring in some more draft capital. Is there anyone else on our roster that we can keep? That we could trade? We have a lot of spots that are quite high. I'd like to keep Keon Anthony if we can. So maybe we look to... I really like Mitchell Robinson being the backup. Maybe look at Chuck Samuels, because Sacramento will give us a first round pick. Is there a... Denver Nuggets will give us a couple, like a player. Hey, if the Nuggets can't even do that, man. Okay, dude, I just want a little bit more cap space. That's all I want. I just want to be able to keep Bryce Sensabaugh. If Sacramento were to do this, do they have any seconds? They have 2 seconds, which honestly, why could they do that trade to be? I'm so confused right now. As soon as I adjust this, okay, whatever, man. That's fine. Okay, so can we please bring Bryce Sensabaugh back now? I'm hoping we cleared out enough space. I'll be sad if we don't, and we don't have enough money. We don't have enough money. How do we not have enough money? I swear we cleared, or maybe we're just that far over the cap. Maybe it's just that Devin Booker contract, man. And Bilal's now getting paid a lot of money. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Damn, man, I really wanted Bryce Sensabaugh on this team, but I guess not. We traded away some guys for nothing. So Aaron Nesmith is here, not wanting too much money. If we can sign him instead of Bryce Sensabaugh, that makes sense. We can cap hold Bryce Sensabaugh, actually. I didn't think about that. So yeah, we bring in Aaron Nesmith. If we can bring Bryce Sensabaugh in on the qualifying offer, we did all that for nothing. But he's unrestricted, so he can easily just walk away. 2K sucks. 2K sucks. Bryce Sensabaugh regresses anyway, so that's not too bad. And this game doesn't make sense sometimes. Okay. Well, I am hopeful that we're going to be really good this year. I don't know how things are going to go. I didn't really look too much at the player progression. So we got Cooper Flag up to a 90 overall. Alex Sar's almost there. Bilal's almost there. Okay, man, this has to be a conference final finish, or at least a finals finish. So I'll see you guys at the end of this year, where hopefully we're NBA champions. Wins MVP, we have Jace Richardson winning Rookie of the Year. We have AJ Debinsa, 6th Player of the Year. Wemby Depoy, AJ Debinsa Most Improved, and Nikola Jokic is your Clutch Player of the Year, with Mark Day not being the Coach of the Year. So we have Cooper Flag making All NBA team. That's about it. Cool. That's amazing to see. He's also here on All Defensive Second Team. I think we need to add some more defense to this team, because the start of the year wasn't very good, and I accidentally simmed past the trade deadline. And yeah, I think we should have focused on that a little bit. So we ended up as the 4th seed yet again. Let's have a look at the standings a little bit. So really good from Devin Booker again. Cooper Flag has definitely arrived on the scene. Elijah Arenas is playing really well, so I think we have to extend Bob Carrington in this offseason, so maybe we look at not doing that. Boogie Flat was an awesome pickup for us as well. He's developing really well behind Devin Booker. Alex Sarr was good. Bilal Coulibaly was good, but is he really worth that $35 million contract? I don't know. And yeah, Bob Carrington was pretty good too, but he is out of contract, and unsure what we do with that. I think Keyshawn George is also out of contract, so not sure what we do there. And yeah, Bryce Sensabaugh was in less minutes than he played last year, was still pretty good from 3. That's lethal. And Mitch Robinson, man, I don't think he played much, but for that contract, we can definitely clear out as well. And Nesmith, maybe we can move on from him, because I'd still in me brought him in for $8 million a season, and we don't think we needed to. Okay, so Jalen Suggs, Will Riley, Franz, Paolo, Wendell Carter, and Mikal Bridges is a very formidable team. We definitely have to make some moves if we lose this round, or this like in the first round. So yeah, we come up against the first seed of Toronto, who look really good. They have Caden Boozer, Brandon Ingram, Dylan Harper, and they have Kobe White off the bench, which is nuts. That's an insane team. So we go up 2-0, go up 3-0, and we go up 3-1. We end up closing them out in 5, and we go up against the Charlotte Hornets, who have LaMelo, Ace Bailey, Brandon Miller, Caleb Wilson, Darren Sharp, and Mark Williams. That's a very interesting team. I think by now Mark Williams would have left, but hey, can we get through to the finals? It's 2-1 us. It's 3-1 us. It's okay. We get through to the finals, and we draw the OKC Thunder. Shea come up against Devin Booker. So Booker is back in the finals, and we draw the Thunder, who, okay, somehow have VJ Edgecombe and AJ and Khalil Ware now. And do they have Chet as well? What? How does anyone beat this team? Honestly, how does anyone beat this team? How do they afford this team? Okay, Shea's your finals MVP. Okay, well, that was very interesting, very riveting stuff. So we're going to go one more year to see if we can win a championship. Hopefully the Thunder lose all their players, because that is just nuts. So we have the 24th pick. Do we have any other pick? We have 12 via Sacramento as well. And we have pick 5 via Chicago. Oh my, okay. Ooh, that's an interesting proposition. Do we have, are there any players here that we can potentially, okay, Neesmith and Mitchell Robinson. We could probably get a better backup center by moving on from some of these picks. Like, we could potentially propose something. Clint Capella, Lauren Markkinen, Jalen Suggs, Daniel Gafford, Nick Claxton. Okay. I think we... I don't even know. Okay, staff signing time. I do really like Brian Keith, but if we can get someone like a Steve Kerr or someone like a... I kind of want a real coach. Ime Udoka would be fun. That's Rashid Keith. Is there Will Hardy? Is there JJ Redick? Boldenhauser? There's a lot of good offers, man. JB Bickerstaff's there too. Darko. I'll offer Brian Keefe a contract as well, just because he has been here the whole time. We did just get to the finals. But if we get one of those 2 other coaches, I wouldn't be mad. And we could go Ime or Brian Keefe. I think we go Ime Udoka. We're gonna take a fresh perspective into this coming year. Thank you, Brian Keefe, for everything you've done. You will be honored as a Wizards legend. Thank you for everything. Okay, now. Is there a center out there, a backup center, that is much more of a defensive center that we can potentially trade for to be a backup that's cheaper, potentially cheaper than what we have right now? It doesn't look like many guys here are cheaper, which is a little bit annoying. I'm trying to think. If we... Okay. We can't... Okay. What if we move Alex Sarr to the power forward, Cooper Flagg to the small forward, Bilal Coulibaly to the shooting guard, have Devin... Okay. Can we go for a blockbuster center then? Can we go for a blockbuster center? That is the question I'm asking right now. Can we go for a blockbuster center? Jarrett Allen would be really cool. Porzingis would be really cool. Zubac would be really cool. I think we need someone that has massive rebound. Okay, we're not going to be able to afford 40 mil or 30 mil. Jalen Duren, if he was on a lot less, would be nice. Lively would be really cool, but I feel like we get Lively sometimes. Nick Claxton, not enough rebounds, I don't think. Jokic would be amazing, but we're not going to get there. Walker Kessler would be insane for this team, but I don't think we can hit that. We're going to need to say goodbye to so many different players if we do that. Klingon and Aiton on the same team is very interesting. Okay, so Jarrett Allen is on $32 million a year. He blocks, he rebounds, he does all the good stuff. Is Jarrett Allen our guy? He's going to be 31 next year. Okay, so if we throw in that Bilal Coulibaly contract is insane. If we throw in Mitch Robinson, we throw in Aaron Neesmith. We can also throw in pick. I'll give up multiple picks. Okay, that is an absolute haul for Jarrett Allen. I think. Okay, man. If we're gonna shoot for the stars, if we're gonna go big, if we're gonna go that big, they're not gonna say yes. Okay. Okay, for this I would trade pick 5. For this I'll throw in pick 5. I'll do 5 and 20 and 24 for this one. Surely they say yes. It's Walker Kessler. They agree. Bam. Okay, that's a huge trade. That is a massive trade. We still have pick 12 here, so we can still go get a Brad Powell. I like the sound of Brad Powell. And then we can still go and get a I don't even know, man. Jerome Mason. Welcome. And we have another pick, but we'll just let our management take that. We're not going to accept these two. Thank you, but no thank you. And we'll bring Mason in on it too. Wait, sure. All right. We're going to bring back all these guys. Marcus Johnson, Elijah Arenas, Boogie Flan, Cooper Flag. Do we need Marcus Johnson? Was he a center? He was a shooting guard. I don't think you're ever going to play. No. Thank you for coming, but no. Okay. Qualifying offers. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, okay. This team is going to get very expensive. Keyshawn George, I don't know if he's going to be worth the contract he wants, though. That's the thing. But, okay, Keyshawn George, that is insane. And Bryson Sabar's a free agent. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see. Can we get Alex Sarr on a 3-year, 35 mil? Okay, maybe not 35. 36, 3 years, player option. Is declined. Okay, shit. Okay, can we do 3 years, player option, 37? Okay, he's considering that. Bob Carrington, I think we're done with that experiment. Bryson Sabar, I don't know if we're going to bring you back. Okay, we get Alex Sarr. Okay, so Bob Carrington, thank you, but no thank you. Bryson Sabar will cap hold. And everyone, okay, we need to make sure. So Keyshawn George, we're going to try and cap hold. And Bryson Sabar, we're going to try and cap hold. And Carrington is gone, basically. So our team next year is going to be Devin Booker. We're going to move Coulibaly to the shooting guard. We're going to move Cooper Flag to the small forward. And we're going to move once he's back. Okay, so cap hold Keyshawn George and Bryson Sabar. Okay, I guess we can cap hold Bob Carrington if we want to. So, okay, so Alex Sarr is back. So Alex Sarr, we move him to the power forward spot. He goes down 1. That's fine. So our team next year is going to be Booker, Fland, Coulibaly, Elijah Arenas, Cooper Flag. We can move Keon Anthony across. Maybe he can play if Bryce doesn't come back. And then we need some backups. So, this team. So what does Keon Anthony do if we move him across? Okay, he goes up 1. That's fine. He's going to be probably getting 10 minutes off the bench. Okay, so we can cap hold these guys, but can we afford them? So Keyshawn George wants a lot of money. Bryce Sabar, I think, wants way too much money for what he's going to be. And we have a shooting guard rotation. So, is it wise to move on from these guys? Is there someone we can afford at the power forward spot? We do have bird rights on Keyshawn George though. But Aaron Wiggins is there. Justin Champagne's there. Do we just bring back Keyshawn George? It'd be awesome to be able to afford Tari Eason right now. We need a center as well. So Rudy Gobert is here. He can take the the minimum? Jackson Hayes is here. Which sure we'll pay Jackson Hayes a minimum contract, so make sure we sign him. I think we're gonna try and pay Keyshawn George what he wants. We'll go with like a 2-year deal. I think we just have to play him what he wants. And is he gonna accept? I think he will accept. I don't see him not accepting. He's gonna make me wait though. Okay, so he's back. He's back. Okay, now these other guys, I think both of them are gonna walk. I don't know if they're gonna get contracts or not. We have bird rights on both of them, and Bob Carrington has offers from elsewhere. This team could be stacked next year. We don't get either of them. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think we were going to, but that's fine. Cooper Flag is a 90 overall. Devin Booker is a 91 overall. Bilal Coulibaly 90. Walker Kessler 89. This team is stacked, man. I'll see you guys at the end of this year. Hopefully, we win a championship. Well, I don't think I've had an MVP on my team for a long time. So Cooper Flag wins MVP, which is crazy. Rex House, that's a cool name. Rookie of the Year, 6th Player of the Year goes to Rasheed Fleming. Wemby is your D-Point. Most Improved goes to Sergio Deloria. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player of the Year, and Coach of the Year goes to Owen Taylor, 66 and 16. So we have some competition there. But yeah, what a good season that we had there. We get Cooper Flag on all defensive first team as well. And we are the 2nd seed. So better than the last 2 seasons for sure. But we do have some competition. So Cooper Flag, Devin Booker, Bilal, Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr actually scored a bit more as our power forward. Elijah Arenas was great. Walker Kessler just had to get the rebounds. That's all he had to do. That was his job and his job only. So, whoa. The disrespect. The disrespect. Devin Booker is a legend. Let's not do that. Okay, so who do we draw? We draw the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Andrew Wiggins. They haven't really changed their team too much. Interesting. They kept everyone kind of the same. We win game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. We win game 4 and we win game 5. So now we draw Atlanta, the 3rd seed Atlanta, who also have kept their team pretty much the same. Wow. Okay. You don't normally see that from Atlanta. They normally trade Trae Young or Okongwu or something. But we get the sweep done, and now we draw the Charlotte Hornets, who have a very, very strong team. They have 390 overalls, but we have 390 overalls as well. It's 1-1. It's 2-1. Okay, let's refresh. This is the first time in this video we've... Whoa. Normally I have this down at like 30, so let's fix that up. 8-man rotation. They want to start Boogie Flan. I'll give him one game. We win game 2. Game 4, sorry. We lose game 5. Can we please get past the Charlotte Hornets? I really want to. We're going to be home for this one. It doesn't look great so far. I think just the LaMelo Ball Ace Bailey partnership is just crazy. But we hold them to a very respectable 104 points. So maybe we can get through. I don't know. I think our defense is strongest. I think that's the strongest feature of our game so far. Like, we can score like no one else with the players we have on our team, but our defense is very impressive. Very impressive. Zion Williams and Cooper Flag. And let's see what happens here. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. And game 4 goes to us. The Washington Wizards are your champions. Cooper Flag is your finals MVP. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. MVP and finals MVP. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of our off-season rebuilds. Next, we'll be doing the Jazz, and I think at the moment it's the Hornets that are 3rd last, but we'll get to every team eventually. I'm excited to do my Dallas Mavericks once they get eliminated from playoff contention or get eliminated in the finals. But I've got a bunch of fantasy stuff that comes out on Fridays, so you'll see these on Tuesdays, and you'll see the fantasy stuff on Fridays at every second week. So this week is technically the second week, so I'll be uploading a podcast on the Saturday. Yeah, just updating shorts whenever I see some of the Aussie guys play during the week. But thank you guys for all the love and support so far, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.